This video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. In this video we will go over 10 things I wish to see in a potential Mario Maker 2 sequel. All of them would change Mario Maker 3 for the better and would make for a very enjoyable, fresh and fun game. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but now let's take a look. Mario Maker 2 added vertical areas to the series, which was a very fun refresher for many people. It was something else than the horizontal areas where we always move from left to right. However, there is one feature that could make the vertical areas a bit better, and that's screen wrap. Screen wrap means that objects can leave a certain side of the screen and then reappear on the opposite side. I think this feature would work very well with the vertical zones. It has also been used in some previous Mario games like SMB3 and SMBDS. Of course, it would not be a permanent change, as it would be up to the builder to enable or disable this in their level. I think this feature would be very fun for speedrun levels, potentially along with auto-scroll, or brain-breaking puzzle levels. What do you think about this feature? Pipes are a big part of all Mario games, and that's no different in Mario Maker 2. In this game we even got different colored pipes with different spawn speeds. There's one small option I would add to these pipes that could be very helpful for level creators. The option to make a one-way pipe would be awesome. The name says it itself. It will be a pipe that can be entered from one side, but not from the other. Right now it's always possible to go back unless the builder uses some clever contraption to block off the pipe. It would be way easier if Nintendo just added an extra option to make it a one-way pipe, so the builder doesn't waste any parts on building contraptions to recreate that feature. It would be a small addition that could make a huge difference in my opinion. And something else that could make a huge difference in your life is Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN can change the relocation of your device with a totally new one by, for example, changing your IP address. This makes it possible to virtually travel to any country around the world while also keeping all your data safe from big companies or cyber criminals. By swapping your virtual location, you can bypass censorship to get access to blocked and censored content, as it totally bypasses geo restrictions. This feature can be helpful in many other ways too. Want to play a new video game early? Just switch your VPN server to one in the time zone that's getting the release the earliest. It's that easy. While using Surfshark VPN, you will need your data secured, but you don't have to worry about that at all. Surfshark VPN has many ways of doing so. It blocks ads, trackers, malware and phishing attempts, which allows you to browse safely. Apart from that, it encrypts your online data and protects personal information from attackers and criminals. Don't hesitate on getting Surfshark VPN. Right now, you can get 83% off, plus 3 extra months and antivirus for free by using my code Smashy. It also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk on trying it out. The link can be found in the description down below. Thanks to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Now let's continue. Talking about pipes, there is another feature that I would like to add when they are placed underwater. Bubble pipes. This could be a fun new obstacle for the player, as underwater levels are still quite bland in Mario Maker 2, with not a lot of specific underwater course parts. The bubbles could be added by dragging a twister on top of it like this, and the strength of the blow effect could possibly be determined by the color of the pipe. Blue for a weak current, all the way to red for the strongest current and the most bubbles. Making it possible for pipes to turn around would be a nice addition too in my opinion. This would work great with a blowing effect. Lastly, to make the bubble pipes even better, I would add the option to make the pipe blow in periods of time. This gives them a bit of variety and gives the builder more options to work with to create a fun underwater stage. From SMM1 to SMM2, Nintendo gave us quite a lot of new bosses like the Koopalings, Boom Boom and Pom Pom. While they are great as bosses, I think there should also be some more unique bosses added to a sequel, and there are a lot to choose from. Let's take a look at some of them. In SMBDS, there are lots of cool bosses. We have the Mummy Pokey, a Pokey who digs into the ground and spits rocks at Mario. We have PT Piranha, a giant piranha plant that jumps and flies at Mario. We have the Monty Tank, literally a tank controlled by a Monty Mole with progressive difficulty levels. We have Lucky Thunder, a crazy Lakitu that shoots electricity, and way more bosses. A big one I definitely want to see from this game is Dry Bowser. He's a tiny bit more difficult to defeat than normal Bowser and makes for some cool variety. Some unique Super Mario World bosses worth mentioning are the Reznor and the Big Boo boss. Why not add these to the game as well? These games alone show how creative Nintendo can be with their bosses, so I would like to see some of that creativity in Mario Maker 3. That doesn't necessarily mean I want to see all of these, but definitely some new ones would make me happy. The next thing on the list is the message box. I have to admit that I heavily doubted putting this item on today's list, and you will hear my reasoning in a second. The message block basically provides the player with a message or hint while playing a level, and they made their first appearance in Super Mario World. So the builder could add some instructions, tell a story, or make a puzzle by placing various message blocks in their stage. Right now when the builder wants to do that, they have to place a comment and then hope the player has their comments turned on. So one way to make it more natural would be by adding these message blocks. Of course, it's a bit of a controversial item, as it could be abused by the builders too. We all know what little Timmies are capable of, and if you've browsed through some comments before in SMM2, you know that quite a lot of bad comments don't get removed. So if Nintendo adds the message block, which I doubt they will because of this exact reason, they should have a really advanced filtering system. What do you think about this item? Aside from some brand new game themes like a beach or mountain theme, it would be cool to have some combined themes as well. Combining two themes to create a brand new one we don't have yet, like an underground desert theme for example. Or what about combining a ghost house and a beach theme to create something like this? Another cool combo would be an ice theme with lava, kind of like the Freeze Flame Galaxy from Mario Galaxy. Combining the castle and sky theme looks great too. Honestly, combining the castle theme with almost any main theme looks great. Just look at this icy castle. Or my favorite, the underwater castle. Of course, there would be way more possible combinations that would be nice to see. These could be added along with some main game themes like I said before. They would make for way more variation, which a game surely needs in my opinion. In Mario Maker 2, we can create levels of an average size with a maximum of one sub-area. In my opinion, we should at least get one more sub-area to expand our levels when needed. When creating bigger levels in SMM2, it sometimes feels like you don't have enough space to fit everything inside. Besides, levels in the new Super Mario Bros. Games often make use of multiple sub-areas. It would give the builder more options to make a bigger and better level. The extra sub-areas would get one checkpoint each, and you would be able to set the timer higher than 500 depending on the level size. In addition to that, I would add the option to make the main area a vertical area. Right now it's always an horizontal area, which isn't that great when you want to start off a level with a vertical feeling, like let's say a tower level. Next on the list are triggers. This is potentially the most useful feature on the list. But what is it and what does it do? Well, the builder would be able to place down a trigger in the level, and once an action or event has occurred, that trigger activates and makes something else happen. The builder could for example assign the trigger to the death of a certain boss. If the boss gets killed, a path opens up so the player can continue. Right now this can only be recreated by giving the boss a key and placing down a key door, but a trigger would be way cooler and can be useful in other ways too. Another example would be by spawning in blocks or coins after reaching a secret area or passing a certain point in the stage. Ending the level after killing a boss is a great example as well. Implementing these triggers in your levels would give off a way bigger Nintendo feeling to them, which is what SMM2 tries to do, but doesn't really succeed at sadly. In Mario Maker 2, we have a small variety of items to use, going from a POW block to a crate. The variety in these items gives us lots of different outcomes and results during level creation and playing. There are some more items that players could benefit from and play around with that aren't currently in the game, like light blocks and grab blocks. The light blocks would be great for dark levels and make them more fun. I tend to stay away from dark levels, but that might change if these get added. Grab blocks are awesome too. These blocks start flickering once picked up and disappear after a few seconds. They can be thrown to kill enemies or break other blocks, much like an enemy shell. Timers can be found in multiple Mario games. As you probably know, they add a certain amount of seconds to the countdown clock. This item could be a cool addition to SMM3. It could create some extra intensity in levels, especially in speedruns. There could be 3 different types of timers. Similar to the big coins we have, the first timer would add 10 seconds, the second would add 30, and the third would add 50. Those were 10 things I wish to see added to a potential SMM3. Not all these features have to be in the game, but a select few of them would surely make the game better and more enjoyable. Let me know what you want to see in SMM3 in the comments below. Also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And make sure to check out Surfshark VPN in the description down below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.